When you think of Canada, what comes to mind? Majestic mountains, maple syrup, maybe even hockey? But behind these familiar images lies a deep history that shaped one of the world's most peaceful and diverse nations. This is the story of Canada, a tale of resilience, conflict, and unity. Long before Europeans set foot on this land, Canada was home to vibrant indigenous cultures. From the Inuit in the Arctic to the Haudenosaunee in the Great Lakes, these nations thrived through agriculture, trade, and their deep connection to the land. They built rich traditions, some of which continue to shape Canadian identity today. But everything was about to change with the arrival of European explorers in the late 15th century. In 1534, French explorer Jacques Cartier sailed up the St. Lawrence River, claiming the land for France. The French, through the fur trade, established a colony they called New France. But they weren't the only ones with an eye on this land. Britain, eager to expand its empire, soon challenged France's hold on North America. The struggle for control would last for over a century, climaxing in the 7 Years' War, a global conflict fought on Canadian soil. The war ended in 1763 with the Treaty of Paris, and Canada, now under British rule, was about to enter a new chapter. By the 19th century, the British colonies in North America were growing, but they faced a new problem: security. To fend off the threat of American expansion, leaders like John A. Macdonald pushed for unity. And on July 1, 1867, for provinces, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, came together to form the Dominion of Canada. With Confederation came expansion. The Canadian Pacific Railway stretched from coast to coast, and settlers poured into the prairies. But as Canada grew, so did tensions with Indigenous peoples. Treaties were signed, often to the detriment of the First Nations, as their lands were taken for settlement. Yet, Canada's diversity also began to blossom. Immigrants from Europe, Asia, and beyond built communities across the country, creating a multicultural fabric that remains one of Canada's most celebrated traits today. In the 20th century, Canada proved itself on the global stage. During both World Wars, Canadian soldiers earned a reputation for bravery and sacrifice. The battles of Vimy Ridge and Juno Beach are etched in history as moments when Canada came of age. After the wars, Canada emerged as a leader in peacekeeping and diplomacy. Today, it's a nation that stands for equality, human rights, and international cooperation. Canada today is a global leader in science, technology, and environmental conservation. It's a country that champions healthcare for all, welcomes immigrants, and protects its stunning natural beauty. But Canada's story isn't just about its past. It's about what lies ahead. From addressing historical wrongs with Indigenous peoples to leading the fight against climate change, Canada's future will be shaped by its values of inclusivity and resilience. Canada's history is as vast as its landscape. From its Indigenous roots to its modern-day achievements, it's a story of growth, conflict, and ultimately unity. What's your favorite part of Canadian history? Let us know in the comments.